Okay, so we will start tier 3 tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, but next time.
You're level 8.
We're not 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm level 7.
Yeah, no, if you level up, you'll be level 8.
Yeah.
Tier 3 starts
He's
at 11.
Oh, okay. So, okay.
There's only 4 tiers of play.
Yeah, I forgot. For some reason, I thought we were holding off on levels last time because we were about to broach a tier. But we could take to level 8 now, right?
I mean, I can't say that you can't, but I'm also not suggesting that you not.
Okay. That's what I care about. I know we can, but I just want to know what your suggestion is. So you think, yeah, go ahead. That's fine. Got it.
I literally have a Google Doc set up for this shit.
Is this when we should be leveling?
Yep.
Okay.
Trust me, I have planned your journey.
I can tell by the fact that we always get 120 gold 2 times and then level.
So most modules it's because you find more than that, and that's all I can give you. This module you didn't find a single copper.
That's sad.
Heck yeah.
That's because there was no found gold in season 8, so they didn't write it into the modules.
Interesting.
Guess what I get? Guess what I get this level finally?
Second attack.
I get my second attack. Oh, it's about time. Oh gosh, I'm so happy.
We can't tell.
Extra attack.
I'm not a smartass.
See, the bad part is I know how many things have slow.
Yeah.
Oh my holy goodness, I get all kinds of goodies. Get an ability score improvement?
Ooh.
Yep. Oh god.
I don't remember how this works.
Oh lord. So, you can take an ASI, which means you can put 2 points, or 2 into one, or 1 into 2 different ones, or you can take a feat.
Why'd you say, oh god, Dima?
Because you get an ASI.
I do get an ASI, but what are you fearing?
Take sharpshooter, man.
I did.
Yep.
Wait,
there it is.
You have sharpshooter now?
I already have it. I've had it since last level.
Wait, so you get another ASI this level as well?
I got sharpshooter on the 7th.
There we go.
On the 7th level.
Okay.
A reminder, if you are leveling up, you do get 20 downtime days.
Yes. I just added 1 point to Dex and 1 point to Wisdom.
So your ranged weapon attacks ignore 1/2 and 3/4 cover. So cover is basically not a thing for you unless they're fully covered. And then you can you took sharpshooter, right? Which means that you ignore 1/2 cover and 3/4 cover. And whenever you make a range attack, before you make the attack, you can choose a -5 penalty, and if you do and it hits, you get +10 damage.
It's basically a called shot.
Yeah. So if you want to negate some of your absolutely ridiculous +11 to hit, but still have almost more the same to hit as myself, if you want to have a normal person's to hit and get +10 damage, you can. And since you get 2 attacks per round, it's actually probably a pretty good idea to just start lobbing with sharpshooter.
Don't worry. His 2 hit goes up next level.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Where's the 10 damage shit?
It's a part of sharpshooter. Before you make a ranged attack with a ranged weapon with which you're proficient, you can choose to take a -5 penalty to the attack roll. If you do so and the attack hits, it deals +10 damage. Along with your ranged weapons attack, ignore 1/2 and 3/4 cover. An attack at long range does not impose disadvantage on your ranged weapon attack rolls. So I think your long range is 600 feet, right?
Oh god! On each hit, the weapon deals additional damage to the target equal to 2 plus half your fighter level.
I have a question.
What are you looking at?
That's the martial type that I got from sharpshooter. That's the
Oh
exact
no!
description.
So sharpshooter is the fighter. So there's the fighter feat. Sorry, so there's like the fighter thing you get at like level 1, the fighting style. The sharpshooter is an actual feat that you could take with an ASI. That's completely different than that.
Yeah. So
I can have 2 sharpshooters.
They're not the same.
I don't know what you're talking about for the first sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Martial archetype.
Arcane
Oh,
archer.
that's what you get. Yeah, that's what you get. Is that what it's called? An arcane archer?
No, it's called sharpshooter.
Martial archetype. Your martial archetype's the arcane archer, though.
I need help.
What
do you
what's
need
up, Katie?
So 8th level, I get. It says that I gain the feature Destroy Undead CR1. What?
Yes. Your
exactly?
your Destroy Undead is more powerful now.
I
So
don't
instead
have
of
Destroy Undead.
Your turn
you
undead
do?
destroys low level creatures.
So your turn undead turned into destroy undead when you became level 5, and then now that we're level 8, you can destroy things that are CR1.
Gotcha.
You also gain empowered strikes, just like my class. So you do an extra D8 of damage if you attack with a weapon. Until level 14, at which point we do an extra 2d8 of damage.
Oh, that's the Divine Strike thing.
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
Gotcha.
FYI, that doesn't need to be a melee weapon attack. It just needs to be a weapon attack.
Oh, so the spiritual weapon works.
No, that is a melee spell attack.
Yeah. So the sharp.
So-
the only thing that's sharp. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at it now. It's feats instead of martial archetype.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Attacks come in two kinds: weapon and spells. Those two kinds are then broken up more into ranged and melee.
Oh, okay, so infuse your weapon, that means it can be a mace or a bow.
Mace, bow, sling, gnome.
My physical hand.
Was that a dog?
No.
No, it's me.
Oh.
I am more concerned now.
No. Ginger sounds like a cow, but not like that. Oh, what the fuck do I take for a spell?
Jesus fucking Christ! Can I just get a clear goddamn answer?
No.
What
On
are you
what?
looking for?
Try to find the specific wording for sharpshooter.
I got you.
Yeah. Do you want to paste it? I already have it pulled up.
Or send
Oh,
it to
if
me
you already have
or-
it, go ahead.
Yeah, I just put it in game chat and in your stream chat.
Okay.
So another one that I will hate you forever for taking is crossbow expert.
Sorry.
Jesus.
Why?
There's 3 parts to it. The important part is being within 5 feet of a hostile creature doesn't impose disadvantage on your ranged attack rolls.
Yeah, that would be the important thing to pick up from crossbow expert. Because your arcane archer at 7th level gives you curving shot, so you can already use your bonus action to make an attack on missed attack action.
I like how the next module in this trilogy went from APL 5 to APL 8.
Nice. I just did action, sir. Oh boy, I'm gonna love that extra attack.
I'm going to bed.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Thanks for playing.
Well, thank you for playing.
Bye.
I just
Oh,
show up here.
I see what you're talking about, Scorpio. Your 7th level martial archetype feature. That's the specific ability that you get for your martial archetype that you chose at 3rd level for 7th level, which is the curving shot. So at 7th level, you should have gotten curving shot from Arcane Archer, and which is why now at 8th level you can use your ASI to sharpshoot. Does that make sense?
I believe so. Let me look at it.
Yeah.
Wait, my
You also
wisdom
get
not
magic.
went up. Oh shit.
You also get magic arrow at 7th level, which basically means if you file a non-magical arrow, you could make it magical for the purpose of overcoming resistance and immunity to non-magical attacks.
Yeah, but he has a magical longbow, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Does that technically mean that every arrow I shoot is a magical arrow?
Yes.
Yeah. Every arrow that you
There's
shoot
no
is a
technically
magical
about
arrow.
it.
Interesting.
So, the two ways to get a magical arrow is to have a magical bow or a magical arrow itself. The downside of the magical arrows is once they're shot, they lose the magic. The plus side is if you have a +3 bow and a bunch of +3 arrows, you're shooting with a +6 from the item.
Jesus, don't give him ideas to buy fucking +1 arrows.
He would have to find them.
Oh, I'll find them.
Oh Jesus.
Oh no, you won't.
Vander's gonna make damn sure he does not pick a campaign that lets you pick up
See
any
no
magic
spoilers
arrows.
for me today.
Oh no, you found +2 crossbow bolts.
Cool, I found a crossbow.
You know, if you were to pick up crossbow, expert, not only would you be able to get the no penalty, but if you happen to carry a hand crossbow with you, you could use your bonus action to attack the hand crossbow.
That's adding that twice. That's not good.
Every other turn, yes.
Well, you ignore the reloading action.
Right, but you would have to. So, round 1, he fires twice with the bow, pulls out the crossbow, and fires it once.
Mhm.
Round 2, he has to use his free action to put away the crossbow, fire twice. He no longer can pull it out.
Okay.
But also, importantly, bracers of archery do not work on a crossbow.
Still worth it to take the feat so you don't get the disadvantage at 5 feet.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm saying they don't work on a crossbow, so those +2 crossbow arrows would even out.
It's
In other news, unless anybody has other questions, I am going to go to bed.
no, I think we're good. Thank you, Vander, for DMing.
Heckin'
You're
yeah.
welcome. Take it easy.
Awesome. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and end my stream as well.
Cool.
Thank you guys for coming on by.
Why doesn't this work? Does it work now? Correct. It does not work. Okay. I found an error. Oh, I'm not ending yet, but if you are going, then bye-bye.
No, I'm not leaving it until.
Oh no, the chat.
Oh, okay.
I have 2 arrows to go with my oath bow. Burst of archery or only give plus to damage. Yeah. Yeah, they're all versed in that shit. I'm over here just trying to make sure my healing spells are actually being calculated correctly.
Does that make sense, Scorpio? Or are you still looking into it?
Where's it passive?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I was mixing up martial archetype with feats.
Oh no, that's
Okay.
different.
I mean, you actually, I think, make off a little bit better here because you could take Sharpshooter now or Crossbow Expert now at level 8, and at level 7 you get the Curving Arrow, which is a great thing because it gives you a reason to use your bonus action when you miss, if you miss. And then, yeah.
Oh, that's how I got my initiative.
Wait, so
What's really cool is actually to think about it with that Curving Arrow. If you take Sharpshooter, if you use Curving Arrow, okay, so you take -5 penalty to hit if you want the +10 damage for Sharpshooter. You fire 2 arrows, you miss 1, you use your bonus action to do the curving shot to still get that attack in at your normal attack without the -5. So that way, best case scenario, you hit twice with +20 total damage. Worst case scenario, you will most likely still hit 1 with +10 damage, and then you'd hit another 1 with your bonus action for normal damage.
Guys, my armor class is now 18.
Woohoo!
You went up
Congrats.
1.
On that, it can't when I fire 2 arrows, right? Due to my extra attack.
Wait, I need help.
Yeah.
Am I able to call my shot on both of those?
Yeah, you can use Sharpshooter for every attack, every single extra attack that you get.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that's why it ends up evening out, especially as a fighter. When you hit level 20 and you get 3 attacks, you're sacrificing maybe missing 1 attack, most just statistically missing like 1 of your attacks, while getting +10 damage on the other attack, which is nice. But with your curving shot, then you just negate the risk at all, because if you miss 1, use your bonus action to make it do normal damage.
And I just realized I fucked up on the last level. So in technicality, I get 2 feats right now.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. My food just got here.
That's why my oathbow fighter half-elf has crossbow, next sharpshooter, and elven accuracy. Jesus Christ, you like never miss with that. Holy fuck.
Who, me?
No, the dude in my chat.
Oh.
Okay. So that adds 14 armor class. That gives me 3 armor class. That's 17. Plus the 1 dex mod gives me 18. And Cridon has 18s with 3 rolls. Oh my god. Oh, everybody's health went up. Fuck.
Yep.
What's yours?
I don't know. I have yet to calculate that.
Shit.
Agreed. So that is Dex. That's a
Hey,
3.
go. You little bitch. Thank you. Wonder if she already did. Nope. This. She has no dex. That's why she's a negative in initiative.
Okay, guys, I'm back. So, Scorpio, you said you get 2 feats?
Yeah, because I fucked up on the archetype on the last one. I didn't use Sharpshooter, the archetype. So
Well, the archetype is not a feat.
Oh, she goes.
I know that's what I mean. I mixed that up, and I have to select one to go with my what I got at level 7, and what I get at level 8 because I just leveled.
You didn't get a feat at level 7.
Yeah, martial archetype feat at level 7.
Feature.
Yeah.
And it's not a feat. So here, Google
that's different.
Arcane Art. Google D&D 5e Arcane Archer. If you Google Dungeons and Dragons 5e Arcane Archer, your feature is what you get at level 7, which is your curving shot.
Either way, I'm just gonna put in the shit for the shot color.
So you get sharpshooter and you get curving shot. Or so you could pick a different feat for sharpshooter, but level 7 you get curving shot.
Yeah.
That's the feature of your martial archetype. Like for me, I picked Battle Master at level 7 of fighter. I get a ability to view my opponent and learn something about them. Yeah, the only thing that are feats are ability score improvements are the ASIs. Those are the only things that are actual feats.
Dude in my chat says fighters get ASI at 4, 6, 10, 12, 16, 19. That doesn't flow with 5e.
You don't get the same. Yeah, it does. Fighters get more ability score improvements than any other class. You get them at 4, you get them at 6, you get them at 8, you get them at 12. 14,
okay, so he
16.
skipped over 8, that's all.
Yeah,
we just hit level 8, so seeing that wasn't included, it was like, that feels wrong, man. Oh, how much HP did you guys go to?
And you also get one at 8. Yeah.
8, not 10.
You got it right. I am at did I close this up? 74.
Damn.
Sorry, I got some.
I think I got that to work.
And you still haven't calculated your Scorpio?
No, I have not.
Fuck.
I'm in the middle of trying to figure out how I can work in the shot color shots.
Like into the actual program, like if you click a button it'll factor it in, or are you talking like strategy? So I don't know if that's necessarily the best way to do it, unless you plan to use it for every single shot all the time.
I mean, I'm thinking of kind of switching between the two.
Yeah,
but
in which case
this. Oh, not that.
So what you would do is you would basically create another attack that's just like your normal attack.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Add +10 to it, and
and
-5 on the to hit.
Right. Which I did.
Cool. That curve. Don't forget about that curving arrow, though. That shit's powerful, especially for you, since your build doesn't really take advantage of bonus actions. That shit's gonna be powerful for you.
Dang, I only got one more domain thingy. I think somehow I'm done already. So other than snagging your change in HP, I should be good to go.
Hold on, let me do that then. No, that's not the right one.
I now actually have a dex mod.
Okay.
You put points into dex?
I put 1.
Oh. Fun stuff? I said fun stuff.
Yeah. I now have a total of 12, so I got a 1 on the modifier.
Heck yeah.
That way I'm not totally borked. It was that or charisma, and I feel like dex, because it gave me the armor class, was probably more beneficial.
6 times 7. That's not right.
42?
Okay.
What are you mathing?
My
Your health is just add 10 plus your Constitution modifier.
Jesus. You guys got Boku health.
oh no, it's 10 plus 6 times following levels, and then Constitution mod plus level or times level.
Well, what's the 6
Why
times
are you
following
doing it
levels?
for like your entire... What the fuck?
No, I'm just hold on. What's the 6 times following levels? What do you? I'm curious. Do you have a feat or something that gives you extra health?
I'm going off of what was originally told to me, I believe, by you.
So the health is for fighter is basically every single level you should get 10. Ooh, not 10. 6. Sorry, 6 plus your Constitution modifier. Every level.
You might want to check and make sure you haven't been shorted HP.
Yeah, so basically level 1, you get 10 plus your Constitution modifier as a fighter. Every level going forward as a fighter is 6 plus your Constitution modifier.
What's your con mod?
I'm in the middle of trying to check all this shit out, babe. The con right now is, at least the modifiers too.
Okay. So you add 8 for second level, 8 for third, 8 for fourth, 8 for fifth, 8 for 8.
Plus 12 at first level.
Yeah, I have that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You should be at 68 total. It sounds like somewhere in that equation you had, it was giving you too much HP. I think she kept that. That is null information. You know, I never got hit one single time that whole campaign.
That's because you're hiding in the back.
Yep. I tried a strat, and that strat worked.
Yeah, with the original formula I was working with before, I still got 68 at the end of it.
Oh, weird. Well, it is far easier to just remember the 6 plus your con mod. How the fuck did you only go up 1 HP then?
I don't know.
Somewhere along the way you were given too much health.
Yes, I understand. I most likely fucked up somewhere.
It's okay, man. It happens.
It's okay. It's not like it
36.
was ruining anything.
Plus 14. That would be...
How much does Bailey get per level?
The same. Well, I get 6 plus 3
Oh, okay.
instead of plus 2. My con's higher. That's about it.
That's how you guys are like the same class, but he's higher. Got it.
Well, I got less hit points for my warlock level too.
Oh, makes sense.
I still have more hit points than he does, but not by much. I should have 5 more hit points than he does. And he's at 68. I think I did my math wrong too, actually.
Oh boy.
I should be at 73, not 74.
Really?
Let me just pull up a calculator, double check that. Yeah, because warlocks, instead of getting 6 every level, they get 5 every level.
Like clerics do.
Yeah, so I started out at 13 plus 5, 6, 7, 8, so plus 8, plus 8, plus 8, and then 5 levels of plus 9. Yeah, no, 73. Yeah, it should be 73 instead of 74.
You were 1 off, that's not too bad. In fact, you were
Yeah, I
both
was
1
only
off.
7 off on my previous one. But right now I'm sitting at 68. That's what it should be at.
Okay. Well, you don't get hit often enough for it to seem like you're up for too long. And no one else has caught it since the beginning.
And plus, there hasn't been a 7 health window where I've been knocked out.
Yeah.
And 7 health would have saved me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's no problem at all. It happens, man.
I think the lowest I've been so far, because I don't think I've ever been knocked down. I think the lowest I've been is actually this one, where I gone under 50%. I don't think I've ever gone under 50%. I don't believe.
I tend to get knocked out quite quickly.
Yeah. You want to know what Jalika should be at? 84.
Yep.
Fuck. No.
Yeah.
She's like a level ahead of us, right?
I don't know.
I want to say that she is. Either that or she has something that she has that...
Her sheet right now says 8.
Yeah, she didn't take her level. She didn't do any leveling right now, so.
Also, Slider.
Yeah, and she used something that you get at level 8.
Do you still have the match still pulled up?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's going to be the normal arrow that I normally use with its damage.
Yep.
And then I have this hooked up, the shot collar.
Let me do this. So that's, hold on, let me do this real quick. So 1d8 plus 5 plus 3, that makes sense. Okay, that all looks right. Then your shot collar is 1d20. Why is that 1d20? Oh, that's to hit. That's to hit. Okay. Plus 13. Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think I have a -2 in there.
Yeah, that's just that's just to I have a -5 and I had a +3 to hit. Or yeah, +3 to hit, so I minus that 3, then minus another 2.
Gotcha.
In technicality, the -5 is in there, but eh.
You have your cunning shot written down, right? That's what you get for Arcane Archer at level 7. That's what that martial archetype feature is.
I need to add them anyways.
Yeah. So here, here's the link. I'll put it.
Oh no, I have it up. I already have it up right now.
Okay, awesome.
Did I really not have that already?
That curving shot is pretty bitchin' though. That's gonna be huge for you.
That is rolling wrong.
What is?
The thing I just put up. Yeah, it's rolling a 1d20. It's a 2d8 plus 2 plus 2 plus 4. I don't know how the fuck that's happening.
Go ahead and open up the settings real quick. Let me take a look. So your damage is the 2d8. So you're doing an attack roll right now, which is why it's rolling the 1d20. So if you were to click the
If I
words
unclick
prayer
the
of healing,
attack.
yeah.
So if I do it now. Yep, that's proper. Okay.
Yeah, if you were to click the words prayer of healing in your previous one, it would have rolled the quote unquote damage for the attack, which would have been
Oh, it's doing an attack roll on ones it
yeah,
shouldn't have been. Okay.
Yep.
That's weird. That was the only one doing that.
You don't have any other ones set up like that from the looks of it.
No, I just double checked. +2, +3, +4. Just checking them all at this point. 1 +2 +4. Yeah, it looks like everything's good now.
I don't know if you want to keep track of it this way, but those little tabs on the right that say class resource, I don't know where you're keeping track of your spell slots, but that might be a really good place to keep track of them.
I keep track of my spell slots next to the amount that it says.
Okay.
There's a section for numbers.
Okay, and that's totally fine. It's just a preference. It's easier for me to do it on the front pages of Warlock, since all of my spell slots are the highest level that they could be cast at.
Oh, yeah, whereas mine are all for different sections. I've got 4
Yeah.
to keep an eye on right now.
Yeah, I only have two second level spells that I could cast.
Yeah, I don't even know what to do with those 2 spots.
Yeah, I put things like, let me pull mine up real quick. I have a lot of things that you probably wouldn't be able to put in there, though, just from the fighter. So
Yeah.
I have, like, so my healing light, superiority die. I have the temporary luck feat, the counters for it, the 3 that we get, I have there. And then I have my mount's health. So if you wanted to put AzST's health there, to keep track of it. The other things that I have are like action surge in my spell slots, things that you don't get. But yeah, the temporary lucky feat would be probably a good thing to keep track of. And then you can actually highlight where it says class resource. If you click with the words class resource at the bottom, you can put the name. So you can put lucky feat there.
Okay.
And then do it kind of like your hit points or your hit die, where the total at the top is your max and the one in the big box is your current amount.
That makes sense.
Okay, so let's say I use 2 shot callers. They both miss. I can only use I can only curve one towards a different one.
Yes. So that's the downside. If you happen to miss both shots, you're only going to get 1 shot off. But even with a -5, the likelihood of you hitting at least one of your 2 shots is pretty damn high.
Because I still have a +6.
Yeah, you still have a +6. It essentially would be like if I make a normal attack with advantage, and the majority of the time, I hit if I have advantage. It would also be beneficial because I could give you advantage as well with the owl. So like the first one might have advantage to hit. So yeah. You would want to ask Vander to see if that curving shot will work for sharpshooter. Because if it does, then you could do exactly what you just did. If not, then that attack that you just did, that third one, would have to be a normal attack for your bonus action.
Either way, that would be a nasty... That just by existing.
Yep.
Just not even getting any advantage or no owls or anything, or using my action surge, I just did 47 worth of damage.
Yeah, so do 1 attack. Yeah,
God,
it's
that's nasty.
47 points of damage. That's not including your arcane archer arrows for extra damage.
Right.
You rolled a 5 out of 1d8 and a 6 out of 1d8. So I mean that's still pretty decent. But it means your bare minimum damage, if you roll a 1 on damage, is going to be 18, 19. Bare minimum damage if you do that. If you roll 1 damage roll, you get 19 damage.
Fucking.
I could hit max damage on a damage roll and not hit 19 damage.
Yeah, I can see why that wannabe vampire did not like me.
Yeah. So that's the beautiful thing about your build. So you throw out 2 of your sharpshooter arrows. One hits, you fucking arcane archer arrow that shit for extra damage. The other one misses, you curve shot to wrap around and get another attack, which 2 out of 3 attacks is a general pretty good thing to bet on. That's like a pretty good average to bet on, especially with your dice. So if you manage to hit both of those attacks, you're looking at 40 to 50. You can hit more than 50 points of damage on 2 extra attacks if you roll high on your damage rolls. Not to mention if you crit. If you crit, you're gonna get your 1d8 plus 18 plus.
Here we go.
Boom.
You just gave me a whole set of things to use in that spot.
Plus another 1d8. So like, oh cool! I'm glad that you could do that. Yeah, you can keep track of AC.
Yeah, donkey.
Your hit points. A bunch of things. Your channel divinity. Your turn undeads. Great. I love those counters actually.
I didn't actually think to use it for calculating those because as soon as I get more, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
6 max.
And now I can keep an eye on the donkey and how many things the donkey's carrying.
At a maximum, with crit is 34 in one shot.
Yeah, in one arrow, and then add another 22 points of damage if you hit twice. So there's 56 points of damage.
Jesus,
and
dude.
then you can action surge and do another high 40 to low 50s in damage.
Yes, I got this. Wait, let's see here.
At home.
I'm gonna see. Hold on. Let's calculate not crit but max damage, non-critical max damage.
That would be.
So what? 1d8.
Hold on.
8. Go ahead. Sorry.
Let me get rid of this. Plus, what was it? 3?
Yeah. So you have 8 plus 18. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 6. So 26 points of damage.
Right.
Times 4 if you action surge.
Wow.
104 damage.
Okay, so you can really slay shit.
In one turn.
Yep. Your maximum DPS output, not including critical hits, right now with action surge is 104 points of damage without including any of your arcane archer arrows, which if you're gonna fucking action surge to do 2 arrows to fuck up a big bad, I'm assuming you're gonna use your arcane arrows and try to throw in some extra poison damage or whatever.
At minimum, I can do 76.
At minimum, if you action surge, your minimum damage range, if you hit all 4 shots and you action surge, is 76 to 104 damage at level 8.
I can kill myself with this.
Mm-hmm.
Like
in
twice.
One turn. Yeah. That's fucked.
Mm-hmm.
And then I start to realize, oh wait, I can just use Arcane Archer with that, but it only adds what, 2d6?
Mm-hmm.
Like at that point, it's not even fucking worth trying to do anything.
So here's the real secret. You're 8 levels of fighter. You just got another ASA. If there's nothing, or ASI, if there's nothing else in fighter, I would say probably take fighter until about 11 or 12. 11 to 12. Yeah, 11 gets you the extra attack. 12 gets you an extra ASI, so you could get 3 attacks essentially per action.
Yeah.
Take the rest in rogue.
Oh, get that sneak attack in.
Because if you do 12 fighter and then 8 rogue, by the time you're level 20, mind you, you'll be level 20 at this point. But the 8 level of rogue will give you 4d6 extra sneak attack damage on anything you and sneak attack only procs whenever you have advantage. And it gives you evasion, which means anytime you have to make a dexterity saving throw against a trap or spell damage, if you succeed the saving throw, you take no damage instead of half damage.
Right.
And a bunch of other really cool shit. So that was because once you hit level 12, it doesn't seem like there's a whole. There's not. I mean, you'll lose like an extra action surge would be nice at level 17, but it doesn't seem like there's much more that you would get that would be like super bumping your character up. Right? I mean,
Yeah, aside from the ASIs,
well, you get the rogue ASIs as well. So I mean, if you take 12 levels of fighter, you get one. You're missing 1, 2, 3 ASIs. At 8 levels of rogue gets you 1, 2, 2 ASIs. So you lose out on 1 ASI,
right.
which you
Not
probably
bad.
won't honestly need, to be honest. Your dex is already maxed out, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so you could maybe pick up crossbow expert and then max out your dex. Sorry, max out your con, because that would be probably the only other thing that you would probably put points in for extra health. And that's it.
Not bad.
So that's something to keep in mind. You could also keep it easy and go straight fighter and still be extremely deadly. Yeah.
I just realized something.
Huh.
We have a session on Friday, November 1st, followed by the Stream AC thing on Saturday the 2nd.
Oh yeah, I got that day off, by the way.
Nice!
Heck yeah, dude.
11:15.
I just sent like a really informal email to my supervisor, and she's like, "Oh yeah, that's fine."
Sweet.
It's
What did
like,
you say?
Okay. To me, it's informal because all I said was like one sentence. I said, blah, 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 blah. I have to admit, I somewhat lied out of my ass just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, in case I didn't want her to immediately fire back and go, what's your reason for your time off? You know?
Yeah.
I said I would like to request time off for a family engagement on Saturday, November 2nd.
Oh, we're family.
And she goes, no problem. I got it. Thank you. No punctuation, no capitalization except for the no and I, and that's it. Like, okay. And she sent this from her smartphone. So,
Nice.
okay, I guess I woke her up. But whatever.
That's pretty great.
Dude, I'm really excited about your character, Scorpio.
Oh, you're excited about me?
Well, I mean, you're just a
kidding.
cleric. I mean,
Oh,
I'm not gonna
fuck
say
you.
just a cleric. I'm not gonna say just a cleric because clerics are ridiculously overpowered in D&D 5th edition.
Hmm.
But
Yeah, I'm about to start getting powerful.
like Scorpio.
I'm sorry. Did I just read that right?
Huh.
Without action surge, my minimum damage output if I hit both shots is 38.
Bitch.
38
That's my
if you
minimum.
hit both shots, minimum.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Hold on. So if I do max, that'd be, hold on, 8 plus 5 plus 13.
26 plus 2.
26 plus 2.
That's
Should
crazy.
be it should be 13 plus 5 is 18 plus 8 is 26. So 26 plus 2 would be 52.
38 to 52 damage, yeah. Oh yeah, because it's half of what the fucking action surge.
Yeah, and your minimum damage should be 38 is right.
Wow.
Yeah, 38 to 52, or yeah.
Yeah, 38 to 52 without action surge, or
Just
76,
me firing.
76 to 104 with action surge. That's if you sharpshooter everything.
Right, which at this point I can see the advantage.
So here's the thing about sharpshooter, because there's a feat called Great Weapon Fighting, which is essentially the same thing that melee can pick up. So the idea is to be cognizant of what you're fighting. So most of the time, most creatures you shouldn't have a problem hitting. Like that bone golem, I think its AC was 16. That's not going to be super difficult to hit. I mean, you basically have to roll above a 10.
Yeah.
So at that point,
Pretty good.
you kind of gauge it. There's going to be creatures in full plate that have 18, 19 armor class, in which case it might be worth it to not do sharpshooter on it.
Yeah. I mean, I already deal a decent amount of damage as is.
Yeah, so you will just want to keep in mind when we're fighting stuff, kind of take a look and see who's rolling what to hit, if it hits or if it misses, and gauge what you want to do from there. But I was probably, for the most part, I'd say sharpshooter the fuck out of it,
Jesus.
because that extra damage is stupid.
That's max.
Yeah, the 26.
Fuck.
And that 20 is almost minimum. 19 is minimum. He has 19 minimum and 26 maximum on a single arrow.
Ooh, that second one was pretty high. That second, the last brain fart. I'm dyslexic.
Yeah, I think
feel
I found my
incompetent.
new.
14 is my max, just for reference. The maximum amount of damage I could do in a hit is 14. The only benefit that I have is I could use my reaction almost every turn to do something.
Wait a minute. I just now realized. So, you know how that vampire bent around that corner to make sure I couldn't hit him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your curve shot.
Could I aim at the bone golem, hope that I miss, and then fire basically again from the perspective of the bone golem to hit the vampire?
You learn how to direct an errant arrow toward a new target. Yep.
Wow,
So
I
basically,
can get around corners.
Well, what curving shot does is basically that. So if you shoot at the bone golem and it misses, you direct it at another enemy, so the vampire.
Fuck.
So, and I misread that a little bit. So curving shot, you cannot use it to attack the same enemy. It has to be a new enemy.
Right.
So, yeah, so it's just one...
broken.
But it is. I mean, you're just like, I'm going to fuck up this goblin. Oh, never mind, I rolled a 1. Well, you know what? I'm going to hit the fucking wizard behind him then. Reroll. Oh, yeah, I hit him. He's dead.
He's dead. Gone. Fuck you. Oh my god. That's... no.
13 is max. Okay.
Yeah, it's so broken, but it's so good. The only thing that really sucks about Rangers, or like the archery builds, is I don't think there's really many legendary weapons or very commonly any magical items or magical bows that you really run into very often.
Yeah, I think I already have a magical bow and the bracers. I think that's all I can really have.
Yeah.
At this point.
Once we hit higher level, you'll want to find a +2 bow.
There we go. Oh, fuck.
And if you really can, find some enchanted arrows.
True that, yeah.
Yeah, like what we had in your campaign.
Yeah. Yeah. I did not do that right. We had fun, and I am super proud that we had fun.
That was the most important part.
And when it is actually, and when I DM again, I know a lot more about 5th edition, so we can actually follow the rules and make it more fun. But I personally, I love that Vander is DMing, and he does a great job. But I think Adventure League is too pigeonholy for me, and I'm not a huge fan of it.
Pigeonholy.
Yeah, it's just all the rules and limitations that are put in place to make Adventure League what it is.
Oh no, I understand what you're saying, and I agree with you. I'm just saying I've never heard that name before.
Oh yeah.
Oh, pigeonholing, yeah. It's when you're kind of shoved into something.
Yeah, or shoehorned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Look at all this fucking healing potential. Jesus.
Oh god.
Fuck.
Hey, that's good.
So it's really cool to kind of look at it too, because if you're in the point where you're building campaigns or anything like that, there's a couple different kinds of encounters you can go for. One of, I think, the coolest ones that I hope we get up against sometime soon is where the entire session is one encounter where we fight something that is fucking badass and much more powerful than us, and that we spend like all of our spell slots on and everything on that one encounter.
Oh, I have 2 of these for some reason. There we go.
But yeah, I'm excited. I like just to kind of clear the air. I like my character. I do. I've kind of gotten. I kind of feel like it's trying to cover too many things that didn't need to be covered. So which kind of sucks. But I think it's just effective enough. I think Bailey is still like just effective enough to still like be helpful. Um, yeah. So I'm not like trying to be suicidal or anything. I just don't have an emotional attachment to my character. If they die, they die. That's fine, and we'll move on from there. But
Should I be rolling those with proficiency? I don't think I should. Those are all
spell
casts.
attacks, yes.
Yes?
Spell attacks, you get proficiency. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sacred Flame, no, because it's not a spell attack.
Gotcha.
Actually, for Sacred Flame, you shouldn't be making an attack roll for it at all, because it's just a saving throw. So you can just turn off the. I don't know if your stream's delayed, and that's why I'm saying it, but you should just be able to uncheck the attack for it.
Oh. Oh, so like if I did it from here, that's the damage.
Yep.
Oh, shit, I should just do it that
yeah.
way.
If you just disable the attack, and then because you're not making an attack roll for that at all, it's just a saving throw.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so when I do it from my spell area, I have to have it as an attack, otherwise it doesn't work.
Yes.
But if I do it from my attacks and spellcasting tab, I can just do it damage.
Exactly.
That's brilliant. Inflict wounds is the same way.
Inflict wounds a spell casting, or is it just they save and if they make the save they take the damage, if they don't take the damage?
On a hit, 3d10 necrotic.
So if it's on a hit, then it needs to have an attack roll.
Oh, okay.
Sacred Flame is not a hit. You just have line of sight, and it's a saving throw.
Okay, so that one should look like that, followed by that.
Yeah, Inflict Wounds, full spell description says make a melee spell attack.
Yeah.
Which means that you make the attack roll with proficiency.
Yeah. Should just roll these from here. Makes so much more sense.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's what I have all the spells that I use up there. And the only time I go back to my spell book is if I want to do something like Alarm or like a ritual cast that I hardly ever use. It's harder for you because you have so many more spells than I do. But anything that you commonly use, having there is just
makes
better.
a lot more sense. +4, +3. Whoa, that's almost max. Not bad.
Alright, is everybody all leveled up and on the same page?
I think so.
I believe so.
Why do I have shielding? Oh, yeah, that one's smart to have.
Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and...
I have one quick question for you.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Would you have command or inflict wounds prepared?
Either of them, to be perfectly honest, are going to be highly situational, and you won't use them very often.
True. I have inflict wounds written in, and I like inflict wounds. I haven't used it.
The problem with inflict wounds is it's a touch spell.
Is it really? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you have to make it a melee spell attack, so it's a touch spell, which makes it more difficult to use. Yeah. And since you don't have like the ritual casting feat, if you were to take like if you're going to take like the ritual caster feat and pick the wizard spellbook and pick find familiar, then I would highly suggest inflict wounds because familiars can deliver touch spells.
True.
So, and that's what I do with my owl. I use my owl to deliver cure wounds to people. Yeah. So,
what are my hit dice like now? 1d8 +2. Okay. Well, I think I am sufficiently leveled up, and I fixed a few things I didn't know needed to be fixed.
Heck yeah.
Pretty
I'm excited,
infantry.
guys. This
Dude,
is
I carry
always
so
so much
much
fun.
shit.
Do you normally have all of your traits as on the gears icon?
What do you mean?
So if you scroll back to the top of your character sheet, so like your flaws and things like that.
Yeah.
Do you normally have them editable like that? Editable?
Yeah, I don't know how to turn it off.
Just click the gear.
Yeah, but that's ugly.
No, not that gear.
Oh.
Go back to core. And then if you click the gear inside the box.
I think they keep getting undone. I keep forgetting that exists. That's helpful. Looks a little smaller. Carrying an absurd amount of garbage.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not actually carrying as much crap as you are.
Bag of holding is wonderful.
Yeah, it is. I cannot believe I actually got a chance to use my pythons. And my torch.
Everything in my bag of holding, with the exception of the cold and desert clothing, I haven't touched in like a long time.
Yeah, well, yeah. I still have the water skin and the rations for that one time that Vander's like, oh, hey, this trip's going to require this amount of food. Do you have it?
Yeah, I shouldn't even need to carry it because I've got the money thing that covers my food. Like, we should just assume that if I need food, I have food.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wish that wasn't even a thing to start with. The fucking, like, I don't. Again, it's that whole being thrown into a veteran league kind of shit. I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, fuck, I don't get it. I don't get why we need to.
Yeah.
Well, see, the thing about the food and the water, there's a bunch of realism rules for Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
That go way beyond what most people play.
Yeah.
So that food and that water is something that's like you're supposed to track it. You know, you're supposed to track insanity. There's like a sanity system in Dungeons and Dragons in the player's handbook.
Yeah.
And that's just adds so many things that a lot of people just don't care.
Yeah.
You know, people want to just play D&D and bullshit and have fun.
Mm-hmm.
And not saying that it's not fun to have more rules and guidelines like that. It's just fun for different kinds of people.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cute.
Oh, damn.
Alright, yeah.
I'm glad that we can all agree, though, that fucking book puzzle was stupid.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That was fucking stupid. I hate that actually with a fiery passion.
Same.
That was horrible.
Same.
And the thing that really pissed me off about it is once we were like kind of struggling with it, and I'm like, look, can we just say I want to look at this with like a stealth check? And it's like, well, no, like it's just gonna be more difficult if you do it that way. It's like, well, why? Come on, dude. And not his. It's not his fault, but that.
Yeah. It was just written in a walktastic way.
As Vander is lurking in your stream and is like, he's talking shit about me. No, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Who the fuck is Tony Iguado? Thanks. What the fuck is Tony Iguado?
Yeah.
Iguado?
What about him?
That's new? That's new.
I mean, it's relatively new. It's been up there for probably close to a month.
Because Tony would, because we need to make up the cat. What? What happened to Tony Iguado?
Tony died.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was like an egg meme. I didn't realize that was an actual person.
No, his fucking name
sorry.
was a meme.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that was a regular person. Oh, I feel bad now. No, I'm so sorry.
Bad, man. No, his fucking channel name was weird because he said it one way and everyone thought it was a different way.
What did he say it is?
So we all thought it was like Agato. And he's like, no, but it's Iguado.
I got it right. Tony Iguado. I feel really proud about myself. The AI that they have that plays your jetpack game in your arcade is stupid.
Is it really?
Huh?
Is it really? I can't play it because I can't do bits on my own channel.
Yeah, it's no. The game, it looks fun. It's essentially Flappy, but the AI that demonstrates how to play the game is like
Oh yeah,
really,
yeah. I've heard
it's
that
like
the
one of those
AI is stupid.
It's like one of those Facebook ads.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, only 10% of people are able to get past level 1.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Alright, I am gonna drop and probably watch Netflix and go to the bathroom. So it was a lot of fun. I will see you guys. Can you send me where you left off on Borderlands 2?
Yeah, we are just a hair over. Was it 31?
Did you do any of them?
Blade 31, yeah.
Did you do any main quests?
I want to say we did one. I'll have to log in and look at that.
Yeah. If you could just send me a snippet of your quest log, I'll get my quest log to match you.
Okay.
Oh, and you can also send him the level of XP. That way he gets close to the level instead of having to try to match the blocks.
Yeah. Well, I was already above you guys, so I mean,
not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. I'm still level 29, but I'm almost level 30 already. So I'll probably play until I catch up and make sure I'm on the same main quest as you guys are.
990,000.
Awesome. Well, I'll see you guys later.
Good day, broski.
Bye.
And then Naruto.
Hello.
Ni hao.
Okay then. No.
I don't know that part of it. I just know the actual words.
Oh, no, Nihao Kailin is a show, I think that was on Nickelodeon. All those years ago.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch any of that Garbo.
I mean, neither did I just know for the memes. Why are you on my magnetic screwdriver? Fuck off.
Anyway, I think I am gonna call it a night.
Okay.
Fucking mini feed needs to not have a huge bar at the top. Fucking change it, slobs. Change it.
I like the layout. I mean, if there's a way that you could keep it or disable it,
yeah,
that'd be great.
I want it side by side with the preview window. That's all I want. If I put it on stream, you guys are gonna like see a loop, but just trust me, it's not what I want or need or desire most in life. Anyway, somebody apparently went out while I was streaming and got pumpkin pie, and they never brought me any, so I'm gonna go have fucking pumpkin pie. I know. Like, you can at least bring me a plate with some fucking pie, and if there's no whipped cream, motherfuckers, you're doing it wrong. Watch, they're gonna be asleep, and I'm gonna be out there eating fucking pumpkin pie by myself, watching shows on my phone.
Whipped cream and finely minced cinnamon.
Like ground cinnamon?
Yeah, basically.
I mean, sometimes it kind of depends how much.
Well, no, just like a really light sprinkle, not like.
Yeah. For me, it depends how much they put into the pie. Oh, now I want pie more than I already did. Anyway.
You're welcome.
Yay, butthole. I am gonna go. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us and all that good, clean fun. I might see you guys for the Sunday Night Sims stream. I might move that to a different day in the week. My abdomen burn is pretty pissed off, and I kind of want to just take the weekend and relax. So I'll keep everybody posted on Twitter for that one. But anyway, I didn't have anything happen, did you? I think I just had a bunch of chat.
Nope.
Which I'm totally fine with. Alrighty, well, we will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.